Today, I want to talk to you about giving people the truth and letting them deal with it on their own. Let's talk about it. What's going on, Closer to God Ministries? Welcome back to another spirit-filled, another righteous episode. Today, I hope to get you closer to the will of God, closer to truth, and closer to his kingdom. Let's get straight into this. Today, I'll be referencing John chapter 8, verses 32. I'll give you a moment to open up your digital Bibles or your paperback Bible and get there. While you're doing that, I'll tell you with what we are seeing in this world. Today, we live in a society where nobody wants to believe the truth, or people want to reinvent or stretch the truth out to make it, suit them or to justify something that they're doing that is not truthful. And a lot of times there's things that everybody, if you didn't have the biblical upbringing that it talks about, mother and father waiting until, marriage before they laid down and had children, and everything that the scripture tells us how we should live. If you didn't have that upbringing, chances are you could have had an upbringing that's the polar opposite. And there are many people out there that are in search of the truth. And I want you to understand that if people around you aren't able to give you the truth, that's not a problem with you. That's a problem with them maybe not wanting to be able to relive the truth in order to get themselves out of bondage, or in order to give you the truth so you can get yourself out of bondage. And it is very important that a lot of times when you ask people and there's a lot of unknowns, there's a lot of question marks, and you may ask your parents and say, hey, what happened here? Tell me about this person. Tell me about my mother. Tell me about my father. Tell me about my grandparents. And a lot of times, as parents, we'll say something like, okay, maybe when you get a little bit older, we'll tell you about it. Right now, I don't think you're ready for it. Right now, I don't think you're able to comprehend what I'm saying. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to address it in the moment. And chances are, who says tomorrow is promised? Who says tomorrow is guaranteed? And this is where I tell you and recommend that you give people the truth. Every opportunity that you have, you give people the truth. Even if they're not going to like it, give them the truth, let them deal with it. That is far more valuable than you trying to protect something that's not the truth and is ultimately a lie. Protect it in order to protect yourself, and you think that's going to protect them. So in John chapter 8, verses 32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Man, a lot of us, we don't even know the truth about our history. We don't even know the truth about our ancestry. Everything that we have been taught, conditioned to believe, to understand, a lot of times is a lie. And when you peel back the layers and start asking the questions, you'll find out that people will protect the lie more than they will be interested in entertaining giving you the truth. And a lot of people, when you are protecting a lie, protecting something that's not the truth, you are in bondage. You are in bondage. You can't be set free. And a lot of times people don't even want to do this for you. Maybe it's your parents, maybe it's your brothers, maybe it's your uncles, your aunts. A lot of times they don't want to give you the truth because they don't even acknowledge that they're in bondage in believing what they believe and it not being the truth. Let alone, how can you expect somebody that's in bondage themselves to set you free? And that's why I tell you, man, when it comes to these scriptures, these teachings, I know everything that I'm going to tell you guys, you're not going to like. The spirit in you, the demonic spirit, wants to go against it, wants to dispute it. But that is the reason why I give you references as to where I get this from, so you can see that I'm just a man that's trying to live out the commandments, live out the scriptures, try to live righteous. Key word, trying. I'm not perfect. But in order then telling you the truth based upon how I sin and why I see fit, I give it to you based upon scripture. And it says in John chapter 8, verses 32, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. The reason this is important, and you should always tell people the truth, I want you to realize that anybody that's not able to give you the truth, if you are of able body, mind, spirit, and soul, and you're focused on God, you're making yourself a living sacrifice, remove yourself or distance yourself from people that can't give you the truth. Because if they can't give you the truth, chances are they'll give you a lie that will further keep you in bondage, and you'll never be set free. You'll just be sucked into their generational cycles of whatever negative, whatever foolishness that they have allowed themselves to be a part of and prolong their stay. And it's a reason why you want to separate yourself with people that can give you the truth, people that acknowledge the truth. And notice in here, it doesn't say anything about you liking the truth. A lot of times we don't want to hear the truth because we don't like it. I'm afraid of how that person is going to feel. That person is no longer going to like me. That is not what it's telling us. It says to give the truth, and by doing this, you'll be set free. So in every opportunity that you have to be truthful, give it to people gun barrel straight. Give it to people truthful. Let them deal with it how they see fit. But you will do them more of a justice in giving them the truth than the injustice of having them live out a lie or having them believe in false ideology, false prophecy, and things like that. So that's the message, man. Every opportunity you have, give people the truth. Let them deal with it how they want. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Check out the link in the description because I'm only shooting it gun barrel straight.